โยมฝนทำไมมากินข้าวเหรอ
ชักโยมกลับบ้านแล้วมันทุกบองยังไงไม่รู้นะคะ
คงเอาไม่ได้เอาทหารเพื่อลดลงความหนักนะคงเอาทหารเพื่อเล่นภาวนา
ใช่แล้วก็โยมก็จะนั่งภาวนาช่วงที่เป็นช่วงที่โยมขาดหายไป
นั่งกี่ชั่วโมง
ก็วันนี้ก็นั่งทั้งวันนะเจ้าค่ะแล้วก็ช่วงนี้ก่อนอาหารก็เดินจงกรมให้น้อยลงจะนั่งสมาธิมากขึ้น
ก็ให้เข้าใจนี่นะของเราไม่ได้เอาทหารเพื่อลดลงความหนักนะอะไรคนไทยน้อยเหรอเนี่ยยอมหมายก็เป็นยังไงดีเมื่อหลวงพ่อถามดียอมวันดีอยู่เหรอดีแบบไหน
10 กว่าชั่วโมงค่ะ
นั่งสมาธิเดินจงกรมนะทำจิตใจสงบนะเมื่อสงบได้แล้วก็พิจารณาร่างกายนะยมฟอนก็1 อาทิตย์ก็เอาแต่สมาธิอันเดียวนะยังไม่ต้องพิจารณานะเมื่อใจมันสงบก็พิจารณาก็ได้อันนี้เราเป็นความคิดอันเดียวไม่จะเดินฮะทำใจยังไม่สงบเหรอโอ้ยสมัยก่อนทำไมเรื่องนี้เป็นอะไรเนาะก็สมัยก่อน10 กว่าปีก่อนนั้นมันใจมันสงบมากเดี๋ยวนี้มันลดลงนะห่วงเรื่องอะไรไม่ห่วงอะไรอะไรทำไมไม่ไล่ความคิดออกจากใจเดี๋ยวจะมาเดี๋ยวจะไล่ออกอีกนะถึงกิเลสเข้าใจไม่ยอมให้อยู่ที่ใจต้องพยายามเนี่ยคนไทยก็รู้จักนะความพยายามคนแก่รู้จักนะความพยายามอยู่ที่ไหนความสมเด็จอยู่ที่นั้นแต่นี่คนหนุ่มนะคนไทยที่อายุยังหนุ่มอยู่นะเข้าใจความพยายามอยู่ที่นั้นความสมเด็จไม่มีแล้วเนี่ยมันที่นี่ก็มันโอกาสดีที่สุดนะเป็นที่บำเพ็ญภาวนาไม่ต้องห่วงเรื่องอะไรนะตอนเช้าก็ไม่ต้องทำอาหารกันกินกินนั่นเดียวก็ไปเดินจงกรมนั่งสมาธิเดินจงกรมนั่งสมาธิกลางวันกลางคืนนะทำใจให้สงบเมื่อใจสงบก็พิจารณาร่างกายตรวจดูนะเพราะว่าของเขาติดกับร่างกายมากทุกสิ่งทุกอย่างนั้นมันที่เกิดขึ้นก็ติดกับร่างกายเนี่ยความโกรธความโลภติดกับร่างกายนี่มาสายอยากได้อะไรก็เกี่ยวกับร่างกายไม่ชอบอะไรก็เกี่ยวกับร่างกายเนี่ยต้องพิจารณาดูถอดผิวหนังออกแล้วมันไม่เห็นความสกปรกจะเห็นความสกปรกเลอะเทอะของร่างกายปกติของเราไม่ได้ชอบนะอะไรที่ออกจากร่างกายขี้ที่ออกจากร่างกายไม่ชอบดูไม่ชอบจับเหรอไม่ชอบกลิ่นเหรอเหงื่อที่ออกจากร่างกายไม่ได้ชอบกลิ่นนะมันล้างออกอาบน้ำนะทำที่สกปรกที่ออกจากร่างกายก็นะล้างออกเพราะว่าไม่อยากเห็นนะก็เหมือนกันนะล้างผมเนี่ยก็เหมือนกันนะมันความสกปรกเลอะเทอะที่ออกจากในผมนะก็มันล้างออกทุกวันทดสอบดูนะไม่อาบน้ำ1 อาทิตย์นะมันจะเห็นนะมันจะเป็นยังไงมันไม่มาจากภายนอกนะมาจากภายในแล้วเปิดดูเปิดดูผิวหนังนะถอดผิวหนังออกแล้วจะเห็นความสกปรกแล้ว ช่วงแรกก็อาจจะอยากอ้วกนะเพราะว่ามันเห็นนะมันหมอครั้งแรกนะมันที่เปิดศพนะมันจะอ้วกนะมันหลอมนะนี่สำคัญนะสำคัญสำหรับเรานักปฏิบัตินะพิจารณาร่างกายสำคัญนะยอมวันยอมไหมนะคนไหนที่ยังคนไทยนะไม่จะเดินด้วย เดี๋ยวชาติหน้าจะเกิดไหมแล้วมันจะมีหลังกายอีกนะโอ้นะแค่นี้ก็ส่วนมากก็มีแต่ภาษาอังกฤษนะคนไหนที่มาอยากฟังภาษาอังกฤษก็เดินจงกรมนั่งสมาธินะ คนไทยก็ไปก็ได้นะโอ้ยเมื่ออยากฟังก็ฟังภาษาอังกฤษหน่อยนะ So before we go to the questions, I want to reiterate something, something that is not understood, or often the questions come. So, what did the Lord Buddha teach us? He teaches the 5 khandas. We have 5 khandas: Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vinyana. In English, I mean it's a body, it's feeling, it's memory, association, it's thought. Short form of thoughts, because long form of thoughts is a combination of sankhara and sanya and sankhara, and vinyana. So consciousness. Consciousness is the only thing that knows that something has come into our sense, has contact our senses. Then the memory determines what kind of sense and what the sense has seen, or what it has, whatever it identifies with. The Citta is the owner of the 5 khandas. Otherwise, the Lord Buddha would have said, the Citta is within the 5 khandas. Or did he say that? No, he didn't say that. The Citta is the owner of the 5 khandas. The 5 khandas is the toolbox of the Citta. So please don't mix it up. Within the Citta there is this knowingness. Within the Citta there is the Dhamma, and within the Citta there is avijja. And avijja is the power that that separates us from other people. It makes us feeling we are a unit, we are self. We are different from others, but actually we are not different from others because we have all the same essence. The Citta of all the people, is the same. But we don't see it because avijja tells us, our Citta is different, or our appearance is different, or this, it all depends on the 5 khandas, The toolbox, for every person is different, And some people have more thoughts, some people have more memory, some people have, have a female body, some people have, a male body, And there are 31 realms of existence. There are some realms of existence where they only have consciousness. There are other realms of existence where they have only 3 khandas. And we, in the human realm or in the lower heavenly realms, have 5 khandas. We have a strong material body, and in the Deva realm they have a fine material body. In the Hell realm they also have a fine material body. So only in the human realm and the animal realm we have a strong material body. Otherwise, the 5 khandas, not in all the realms, are 5 khandas. In the higher heavenly realms there are only 4 khandas. They don't have a body. And there are realms, where there is only consciousness. So please don't mix it up. Consciousness has nothing to do with the Citta. It is, it is the toolbox of the Citta. Yeah? And either the Dhamma can use it or Avijja can use it. Yeah? That's why Lungta Mahabodhi said that, there are only two powers on the throne. Yeah? Either it is the darkness, when the darkness rules, we do a lot of crap. Yeah? And when the light rules, we go and sit actually in meditation, and 5 minutes later the power of darkness comes and says, it's enough, it's enough, it's enough. Yeah? We don't need it anymore. We are already fine. Yeah? So normally we fall for the power of darkness. Even the German writer, Goethe said it. Yeah, there are two souls inhabiting my chest. Yeah, God, and the darkness or the devil. Yeah. So and I think Shakespeare also, mentioned it somewhere. Yeah? So this is not uncommon to know, and we should really, remember that. Yeah. The Citta is a Citta, yeah, and it is the owner of, it is the owner of the body. It is also the owner of memories. It is also the owner of our thoughts and and feelings, yeah. It is the toolbox with which they, command us to do this or to do that. Yeah? Either the power of darkness or the power of light. They use this toolbox, yeah. When we sit in samadhi, we need the body, and we need, sati, yeah. So, they use the toolbox, yeah. Dhamma uses the toolbox, yeah. Also, yeah, even the wish, to become enlightened, yeah. We need to use the toolbox to get enlightened, yeah. We need to use the will, the power of the will, to go through all the hardship, of this fight against the kilesas, yeah. The fight against the kilesas, when you look at the practice, the fight against the kilesas is actually, the first thing is, we turn the bad kilesas into good kilesas. Yeah? We have good kilesas. Yeah? Helping somebody is a good kilesa. Yeah? It's not all the kilesas are bad. Yeah? Helping somebody is good. Yeah? Giving something is good. Yeah? Having metta with somebody is good kilesas. But it's still kilesas. Yeah? Yeah? Wanting to be born in heaven is a good kilesa, because it is a nice realm, yeah. But it's still a kilesa. So we have to use the kilesas, yeah, to get rid of the bad kilesas that drown us in hell, yeah, or in other lower realms of existence, yeah. So we have to fight them, yeah. And only once all the kilesas are good, then we can get rid of them, yeah. And some people think, we can get rid of them, without even watching them. Yeah? Of course, we have to observe them, we have to eradicate them, from our heart, and then only the last ones, we can eradicate with wisdom. I really like you to remember that, yeah. And the fight, the fight against avijja, it can be very tough, yeah. Huh? Because they constantly tell us, it's me, it's mine, it's myself, why should I do all these things? Yeah? Who's asking this question? Yeah? The Dhamma never asks this question. The Dhamma always wants to sit, and wants to get calm, yeah? And wants to understand. Yeah? But the kilesas don't. Yeah? They just want to play around. They are just like little children. Yeah? Most of us have nephews and nieces, and when they are young, they just play around. Yeah? But they don't bear any responsibility for their doing. It's their parents that bear the responsibility. Yeah? It's us who go to hell. The kilesas don't go to hell. Yeah? They just want to play. Yeah? They wait until we come out of hell, and then they do the same thing again. Yeah? They send us back into hell. Yeah? Or sometimes they send us up to heaven. Yeah? Having a nice rest, But remember, that is different from Christianity. Hell is not eternal, and heaven is not eternal. Yeah? It's a resting place. It's one of the realms, one of the 31 realms. Yeah? Actually, there are 25 different realms of heaven. Yeah? Just like there are 25 different kinds of hell. Yeah? So, remember that. So now you can, yeah. And use the time wisely, when you are here to practice, yeah. Get the kilesas out, yeah. Don't let them in, yeah. You are with the Buddha, yeah. You start the morning, yeah. When you wake up, the first thing is, what is my object of attention? Yeah? Is it the Buddha or is it the breath? Yeah? And then you go to the breath. And then, whenever the mind goes out, you bring it back to the breath or bring it back to the Buddha. Yeah? There's nothing here in the monastery where we need our thoughts. I mean, for sweeping you don't need thought. For washing dishes you don't need thought. Yeah? You just look, wash, put it away. You don't need to think about anything. Huh? When eating you don't need to think about. Huh? But when you look at the food, the whole plan of your food, your layout of the food is already in your head, Yeah? And you see the food, this I want, this I want, this I want, It's all the kilesas that are choosing you. Yeah? It's not the stomach that chooses you. It's not the body that chooses the food for you. Yeah? It's what the kilesas want to have on their on their tongue. Getting confused with all these languages. That's, yeah? And, observe it in the morning, huh? You start that, and instantly, you don't even know the taste, and instantly the kilesas say, I want more, I want more, I want more. Huh? Huh? They're driving us nuts. Huh? We don't know the taste. Huh? We don't know the taste of food. Huh? How does it taste like? And how does it, how is the body coping with this food? Is it the food for our own goodness, or is the food just for our taste? Yeah, most of us just eat for taste. Yeah, we don't eat for our well-being. Yeah, because sometimes eat for our well-being. It is not very very delicious. Yeah, in the food that we eat. Yeah. See it, how the mind works, before you actually dive into the food, yeah? Huh? Or like the British say, you gulp it down, huh? See, what the mind makes out of it. Yeah? See what the chitta, what the kilesas make out of it. Yeah? And then, try to be aware of just the taste, yeah? And stay with the Buddha. You don't need any thought. Stay with the Buddha or stay with the breath, whatever you do, yeah? And here it is a perfect opportunity. You get the perfect opportunity. There's nothing that you have to do that distracts you from your Buddha or that distracts you from your breath, yeah? From your anapanasati. Yeah? And once the mind gets calm, then, yeah? Once the mind stays calm for a while, for 10 or 15 minutes, then you can start to do the investigation of the body. Yeah? Rip it apart, see what is in, yeah? Because the moment we remove the skin, nobody wants to look at it. Huh? Nobody. Huh? The doctors, when they have their first lesson of, opening a dead body, they fall unconscious, or throw up. Huh? And that's the reality, yeah? But we don't like to see the reality. Huh? When I was, before I came here, I was in the West in the meditation. We don't need to do our super practice. Why should we make the body ugly? Why should we make the body disgusting? The body is disgusting, but we don't. No, but we don't want to see it. Huh? That's the truth. Huh? We don't want to see the truth. Yeah? Just like in the whole world, we don't want to see the truth. Yeah? We are complacent with all the lies, of our governments and everything, yeah? Huh? Not only our government, our family, our partners, all these lies, are, yes, yeah, what? Yeah? Sometimes it's white lies, sometimes it's, notorious lies, yes, as long as it, yeah, serves our well-being, we take it in, yeah? Huh? We take in the poison, and it poisons us inside, yeah? Just like this body is something, something beautiful. Where is the beauty of it? Yeah, rip off the skin, and dive in. It's nothing. It is comparable to a car. The older it gets, the more it needs to be repaired. Yeah. When you have an old car, you bring it to the workshop every week or every month. Yeah. When it is young, you don't need to repair. Yeah, it's the same with our body. The older the body gets, the more we need to go to the doctor or to the hospital. And then they open it, exchange this part and exchange that part, just like within a car repair shop. Huh? So what is so amazing about this body? Yeah. I mean, it's it's amazing in its way that it can do a lot of things. Yeah. I mean, it can create art. It can create all this technique that we have. Huh? Airplanes, but we create only things for the comfort of this body. Huh? Airplanes, trains, cars, and whatever it is, yeah, only for the comfort, yeah. For moving this heavy body, this 80 kilos or 70 kilos or 50 kilos, around the world, heaving it around the world, yeah. If we don't have a body, we just blink with our eyes, and then we are at the other side of the world within a second, millisecond, yeah. And now we have to create all these airplanes, to heave this body, to the other side of the world, yeah. It's only, we work only all our life, we work for the comfort of this body, yeah. We don't think, we don't think about the owner of the body, and that is the Citta. The Citta is the owner of the body, and this we have to remedy. We have to remedy the Citta that wants another body, and wants another body, and wants another body, yeah. The moment it dies, it wants another body. Just like when our car dies and it cannot be repaired, we want another car. What's the difference? Huh? Verstanden? Yeah? So do the investigation of the body, and think about think about birth. Yeah, how long did you train this body? Before you could use it, huh? Learning to walk, learning to talk, learning to write, learning to read. Yeah, went to school. How many years? 12 years. Yeah, some of us went to university. Another 6 years. Before we can even use this body. And the next life, you have to do the same thing. Huh? You want to go to school again? You want to go to university again? Huh? You want to become a doctor again? Yeah? And all this misery that comes with it. Yeah? But that is going to happen if we don't put an end to the cycle of birth and death. Yeah? Or, in other words, to samsara. Yeah? If we don't get out of the samsara. And there's a door that is called Sodapanna, yeah, that brings us out of samsara. Yeah? That's a door that we need to open in this life, yeah? Or at least go very close and catch the handle so that in the next life we can open it, yeah? If we can't make it in this life to open the door, yeah, and get out. Yeah? Otherwise there is endless birth and death, yeah? And it's not only the human realm, yeah? The human realm can be relatively pleasant, yeah? But how often have you been in hell? How often have you been a hungry ghost, or ghost, I'm wandering around, and looking at the human beings, and being envious of what they can do, yeah? Or how often have you been in hell, and experienced all the things that we have done to others? Think about it very carefully and use the opportunity that is given to you to practice at your utmost, yeah? With your utmost effort. Okay, it's enough for that. So we'll come. Are there any questions from the community? No. So let's finish the question from the Zoom session and the questions, hopefully.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is still from Zoom. I have many plans in my life. Sometimes I would wait for a while for one opportunity, and when I get the opportunity, I would give it up again because it's not important anymore. However, after a few weeks, I would fight for this same opportunity again, and then I give it up again. I cannot accomplish any goals because I always give up easily. It makes me feel very confused. I don't know what to do.
Well, he has to be reborn as a tuke. Yeah. Once as a gecko. Once he gets the food in the mouth, he doesn't let go of it. Yeah. No, I mean, think about it. I mean, what is important in your life? What do you want to achieve with your life? And that's where you set your goal on. Yeah. And if the opportunity comes, grab hold of it and don't let it go. And what is important in our life as a Buddhist is, of course, to find a way out of samsara. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, go to a monastery, ordain or don't ordain, just stay in the monastery and meditate, yeah, or go to a meditation center, yeah, and meditate, yeah. do contemplation, yeah, do samatha and do vipassana, yeah. And that's it, and then stick to it. Yeah? If you constantly give up on things, I mean, you will be hopeless in the end. Yeah, I mean, you will not accomplish anything. Yeah? So, yeah? But stick to something that is positive, that changes your life. Yeah. So if it is meditation, practice and stick to it. Yeah, and don't give up. That's all what I can say. Yeah, I mean. But I'm sure that there are millions of people, who are like that, who don't see the opportunities or grasp hold of the opportunities that they have in life. Next.
So some of these next ones are translated from Chinese by Zani. So,
okay. Yeah, I mean he knows Chinese.
He should know Chinese. When I have nothing to do or when I'm alone, I feel very scared and insecure, and I am not able to do anything. How can I deal with it? Thank you.
The way you can deal with it, I mean, fix your attention on the Buddha or on the breath. Yeah. I mean, if there are no thoughts, and if you remedy all the thoughts and memories that come in that create this fear or insecurity, because insecurity is not, is not a feeling that comes by itself. It is created by memories and it is created by thoughts. Huh? So I mean, if you remedy the thoughts, if you throw out the thoughts and memories that you have, or replace them with Buddha, or replace them with the attention on the breath, I mean, there's no fear and insecurity coming up. But you have to do it, yeah. Otherwise, you won't get rid of it, yeah. These thoughts and memories always come up, to create this insecurity. And one time, you're calm enough, then you can investigate. I mean, I said it in the Zoom session, you can investigate this insecurity. Where does it come from? What kind of thoughts bring this insecurity up? What kind of memories bring this insecurity up? And then you can look at your views and opinions and remedy these. Yeah, I mean, change your views and opinions so that these thoughts don't come up or these feelings don't come up. Yeah? Next.
Can I do reading, joining art activities, or traveling which are not relevant with Buddhism after I have taken the 8 precepts? Thank you.
I mean, if you have taken the 8 precepts in lay life,
Yes.
well, what does he want to do? I mean, of course he can read. That is not
art activities or traveling.
Yeah, I mean, that is not against the precepts. Yeah? But I mean, what is the point in doing this? Yeah? I mean, if I take on the 8 precepts, I take on, I mean, meditation being my primary goal. Yeah. So I mean, I should use all the time that I have, to dive into Buddhist practice. Yeah. I mean, be it samatha or be vipassana. Why should I go? Wherever I go, I see people, I see houses, I see trees, and I see flowers. Yeah. So why should I travel to this place or that place or that place? Yeah. Huh? Wherever I go, I take all the problems that I have with me, yeah. And then sooner, I mean, of course, in the beginning, for a week or for 2 weeks, this is a distraction. A new place is a distraction, so I don't see my problem. But if I stay longer at a place, all the problems come back, yeah. Yeah. They say, "Hello, here we are again, yeah. Yeah. Do you want to deal with me or do you want to escape again? Yeah. Oh yes, I want to escape again. I want to go to another place, yeah. Not to be, yeah. All what we do is, we escape, from our problem. Yeah? Going here, going there, doing this, doing that, and nowadays, we can go all over the world with just our smartphone in the hand. Yeah? Next.
I often play tricks on others, like to follow the gaps in the rules, lie, etc. I know it is a bad habit to do so, but I hope to draw others' attention to me, and I feel that doing so is not a big deal, so I don't have much determination to change. When I meditate, I always feel that I don't really devote myself to the practice and concentration, and I don't know if there is a relationship between these two things. I don't know how to change this habit, so please give me a merciful explanation.
Merciful.
I'm not sure.
You're at the wrong person to give a merciful explanation. Yeah? I give you the hard truth, yeah, and that is mostly not very merciful, for you. Yeah. Why do you play tricks? You have to investigate your motivation. Why do you want to play tricks on others? Yeah? What is the point? Yeah. Do you want to feel, more clever than other people? If you want to feel, I also explained in the Sumsen, if you want to feel more clever than other people, there's something very bad inside you. Yeah. And of course, not keeping the precepts very, very firmly, will hinder you in your practice. Yeah. And you give up very easily. So keeping the precepts. Yeah. Keeping the precepts. Yeah. And don't look at others, what others are doing, yeah? Because when you remember what I say, what I teach is, when you look at others, you see yourself, yeah? So, if he shows other people, the gap in the rules, yeah, he's doing the same thing. He has gaps in the rules, yeah? So that's why he should change his habit. And of course, people who don't keep the precepts, they cannot prosper in samadhi, and they cannot prosper in wisdom, in developing wisdom. Yeah, you should know that, yeah. Next.
Can you guide me on how to send metta to all directions, as I seem to be sending positive energy outwards like the rays of the sun? I'm not sure if I'm on the right track.
You're on the wrong track, yeah? You're imagining what is metta. You don't know what is metta. Yeah? Metta is in the heart, yeah? And the only way that you can reach metta is go into your heart, yeah? And that's where the metta is, yeah? I know it, it is so common in the West, encompassing all people with imaginary metta, with imaginary rays of metta, yeah? All what you do is, prop up yourself, yeah? Now, if you go, if you do samatha, yeah, and you come to your heart, yeah, and there's no more thoughts, and there's no more, there are no memories popping up, yeah? The heart is full of matter. It's a property of the heart. Yeah? And once you are in the heart, you can invite all beings. You don't have to send out rays. That's it's typically Western imagination. You can invite the beings who are able, to draw from your metta. That's how you do it. And then, if you do that correctly, you actually feel how these beings are coming and drawing from your metta, and then show the place where the metta arises. Yeah? Very, very simple. That's where the metta is, in our heart. Yeah? And if you invite, and mostly the devas are coming first, sometimes ghosts are coming, if they want some metta. Yeah? So the devas show you the place where the metta is in your heart. Yeah? If you're not sure of that. But the first thing is you have to make your heart empty. Yeah? Only an empty heart is full of metta and compassion and whatever. Yeah? It has these qualities. It has these 4 qualities in it. Yeah? But as long as we think, and if we think and imagine metta, this is just, it's just fake, just like most of our world is fake, fake news, fake metta, fake jhanas, and so on. Yeah? All fake. Yeah? The real thing is in the heart. Yeah? But people are too, it's so difficult to get into heart. Let's try to imagine something nice. Yeah. It's just you fool yourself. Huh? Next.
I have to sit.
I'm very merciful.
Yeah, I love the mercy is on point today. I have to sit and wait for a long time before I become aware of a few breaths occasionally, but I can't tell whether it's an exhalation or an inhalation. When I become aware of my breathing, I immediately lose it. So sit and don't know what to do.
Did you lock the gate?
It was closed but not locked yet. So. But I guess that's just a brief.
It's probably the wind. Then use the Buddha. Yeah? I mean, if you cannot be aware of the breath, use the Buddha. And if you cannot be aware of the Buddha, then use the Buddha with breathing in and Do with breathing out, and then you become more aware of the breath. Yeah? The same, because I mean, you have to coordinate Buddha with breathing in and Do with breathing out. Yeah? Doesn't look like anybody's coming. Or do you hear a car? No. I don't see any flashlight. So, that's the only thing I can say, you know. I mean, knowing the in-breath, you know, I mean, try to keep get the mind calm with the Buddha, you know, until he can see the breathing in and breathing out, yeah. And then he can switch back to the breathing in and breathing out, or he can stay with the Buddha. It doesn't really matter if you stay, yeah? As long as you stay with one or the other. Yeah. Okay, next.
For a householder with a wife and children, is sexual activity with spouse considered a hindrance to our practice?
Not if you're a householder. Yeah, it depends on what you want. Yeah, I mean, as I explained, you know, if you want to become an arahant or anagami, I mean, of course, you cannot have sexual contact. Yeah, but if you want to become a sotapanna, it doesn't hinder it. Yeah? Sotapanna is still full of lust and full of greed. Yeah. Yeah? I mean, he can have still 7 more lives, you know. He can be a householder, he has a wife, you know, he has kids, you know, and he will love his wife, and he will love, you know, sex, and he will love his kids, you know. I mean, there's no hindrance to that, yeah. It depends on his goal, yeah. If he wants to become an anagami or arahant, then of course, then he cannot have sex, yeah. And then he cannot be a householder, yeah. But if he just wants to enter the stream, you know, that's fine. Yeah. But if he wants to keep the 8 precepts, you know, then he should, yeah. I mean, 5 precepts is enough then, yeah. Okay, next.
Is there awareness in the state of Nibbana, and if so, can awareness exist without some sense of a self? If the answer is no, then how is Nibbana experienced, and how can one know it has been achieved without conscious awareness?
Don't even bother to think about it. Awareness is part of the citta, yeah? And the citta, you know, that still has awareness in it, is a defiled citta. It is not Nibbana. Nibbana is the knowingness, yeah? It's a pure knowingness that doesn't know of any objects. Yeah? It knows everything from the beginning to the end, yeah? I mean, but there is no beginning and there's no end in eternity. Yeah? So don't even try to figure these things out, you know, just practice, yeah? If you want to know what Nibbana is like, you know, go, yeah, and get a preview of Nibbana. You just go into Appana Samadhi where everything ceases to exist, and then you know it, yeah? I mean, why talk about it? Why fantasizing about it? Why imagine it, yeah? Because whatever you imagine, you will never realize. If you think Samadhi is like that, you will never get it. You will never get the experience of it. But if you do the work that leads to Samadhi, you will get the experience of Samadhi. In Samadhi, the experience of Samadhi is every time you dive into Samadhi, it's different. Huh? If you look for your last experience of Samadhi, you will never find it again. It will be, you know, it can be similar, but it will not be the same. Yeah? So it's a part of practice, The Lord Buddha said, open your eyes and see for yourself. He didn't say explain it, Explain it to me so that I understand it in my brain, but my heart has not seen it. Now open your heart and see for yourself, and you can do all these things. So if you want to know what Nibbana is, or if you want to get a preview of Nibbana, go into Appana Samadhi, where everything ceases to exist, and then you see the wonder, the first wonder of meditation. But it takes some time, it takes a toll, Especially now, not with smartphones and not with talking about this and talking about that, or doing this or doing that you will never get into some Appana Samadhi, Okay, next. People want to know all sorts of things.
Yeah, so I'm gonna
if you want to know something, look in your heart, there's everything there, how do I know these things, I looked in my heart,
Next question is already answered, but I'm still going to ask it, just for sakes.
Okay.
What evidence is there that the Buddha experienced Nibbana and that it wasn't just a hallucination or made up entirely?
It's the first fetter. The fetter of doubt. That hinders you from practicing correctly, and it hinders you from entering the stream, if you don't believe it, you don't believe it, nobody forces you to believe that the Lord Buddha went into Nibbana, even the Lord Buddha, Luang Pu Manyu told him where the Lord Buddha gave him a desana, where he gave him a sermon, on how to behave correctly, So, believe it or don't believe it, it doesn't matter to me, if you believe it or not, Just like some people believe they are arahants, but, may you be happy believing this,
So this one is very long, I'm trying to shorten it a bit. Dear Ajahn, it seems like Buddha's practice in the East is associated with a lot of physical dukkha, and some people think being able to withstand physical dukkha means one is progressing. And then he lists examples, for example, monks walking for 1,000 kilometers with slippers and getting blisters, or carrying heavy backpacks, or being in Malaysia, which apparently is difficult.
People don't,
The whole no pain, no gain attitude. The Buddha also did not emphasize putting the body under stress, based on his recommendations in the sutta. We hear that any practice that stretches our limits physically is not necessary. I feel the tendency to relate physicality to practice in Southeast Asia is a main deterrent for many aspiring monks who may not have been in the military or other harsh conditions before. Any thoughts on this?
It's the problem is the Western attitude of trying to achieve something. That's where all the problem is, that's why they walk for 1,000 kilometers, but it doesn't help, If you walk, if you walk too long, that can help, if you put your attention on the Buddha or on the breath or investigation of the 5 khandas, you can walk, then you stop, and then you walk, and then you stop, The physical exertion, the Lord Buddha went through it, he didn't eat for 7 years, only the things that fell into his lap, and then he saw it was wrong, but that doesn't mean that we put our Lunda always said, that doesn't mean that you put, the Majjhima Patipada is not the middle of your pillow, That's not the Majjhima Patipada, he talked often about it because people think, we shouldn't stress the body too much. We shouldn't stress, stress it a little bit to see the limits of the body. The body can do much more than we think we can do, It is a balance, when you think, especially when you're from the West, look, there are other examples that you don't have to look at Malaysia at one monastery, where they do all these exercises, or I don't know. I mean, in China, in Korea, or in Japan, they do extreme bodily exercises. I mean, that is their way, Look at the monasteries where they practice, I mean, we practice walking meditation, We don't exert the body, I mean, but we can walk for 6 hours or 8 hours, in one stretch, or we can sit for 12 hours, But of course, we have to face some of the pain, some of the dukkha, because we have to understand what is dukkha. I mean, if you sit for 2 hours and the kilesas come up, and say, I break my leg or I break my back, I mean, this is a lie from the kilesas. If you dive into this, and say, oh, this is too much exertion. I mean, we never can exterminate these kilesas. We have to investigate, to what the kilesas are telling us. I'm breaking my leg. Okay, let's see how it breaks. I mean, Lungta Mahabodhi also said, I mean, when he sat for 6 or 7 hours, he said, the kilesas told him, now I need to go to the toilet. Then Lungta said, okay, if you want to shit in the pants, He didn't get up in the toilet, and he didn't shit in the pants, It's the kilesas, that constantly fool us, with this or with this or with that, But of course you have to go through pain, You have to go through the pain. And you have to go through the 3 stages of pain. But that doesn't mean physical exertion. I mean, just sitting is not physical exertion, But you go through the stages of pain. Walking meditation is not physical exertion. You don't have to go through, climbing up the Mount Everest, That is physical exertion. I mean, people who, love it, to climb up the Mount Everest, Because, they have to have sati, because if they make the wrong footstep, they will fall, and die, That's why they are happily climbing up the mountains, because that's where they get their samadhi, But it's wrong kind of samadhi. What we teach here is, investigation of pain, And that doesn't come through this kind of physical exertion, of walking 1,000 miles, or 1,000 kilometers with a heavy backpack. Nobody teaches us, at least in Thailand, I haven't seen anybody, But the Western mind, latches on to, if I can walk 1,000 kilometers, I progress, No, you progress if you can for 1,000 kilometers stay with the Buddha, That's when you progress, If your mind drifts off the Buddha, it doesn't matter if you walk 1 kilometer or 1,000 kilometers, It's useless, You have to pull the mind back. I understand it because, it's even with samatha. I want to achieve samadhi. Damn it! Dig the hole and then you will get a hole. If you don't dig the hole, there will be no hole, What is the purpose of I want to achieve a hole, And you just look, where is the hole, where's the hole, where's the hole? There's no hole because you didn't dig. And digging is, returning back to the Buddha or returning back to the breath. That's when digging, And if you're constantly digging, there will be the hole or there will be the samadhi. And you don't have to look for the samadhi, It's there. It's a byproduct of your work, This is something that you have to understand. I hope it's clear, otherwise he has to rephrase the question. I saw it on the website. No, it's interesting. The question is really good, because a lot of Westerners, confuse, physical exertion, with practice. We exert the mind, We exert the citta, That's what we really exert, And that's why I'm so tired, I need to go to sleep. Oh, I've done enough walking meditation, I'm so tired, That's wrong. Okay, next question or last question?
Last question. Namaste, Venerable Ajahn. If I imagine or use my imagination in giving food to the Buddha or to Buddhists or monks, do I get married? like the Lord Buddha coming to my house and then I give him food and bow down. Like imagining it. Thank you.
Imagination is not good merit, yeah? I mean, but it can be the start, it can be the start. If you want to give food to the Lord Buddha, yeah? Then go to a temple where there are Buddhist monks, yeah? And then go, and when you give the food to the monks, give it to the whole Sangha, including the Lord Buddha. And then you have the highest merit. I mean, that is what the Lord Buddha said, yeah? I mean, give it to a monk, you get merit, yeah? Giving it to an arahant, you get great merit, yeah? But giving it to the whole Sangha of the Lord Buddha, I mean, is the highest merit that you can get. Okay. Yeah?
I'm stuck in darkness, and I'm lost actually. I lost myself.
Yeah?
The most important question that I have is that how can I understand what is my permission in this world towards people, towards this world? I don't like to. I'm afraid to die without finding out my permission as a normal person in this world.
Can somebody I mean, first I have a problem acoustically understanding and then contextual understanding. Michi, Emily, can you rephrase the question?
I think she'd like to know how can she find her mission in life? Like, what's my purpose in life?
What's your purpose in life? Huh?
I'm lost.
You're lost, yeah? I mean, first, yeah? If you don't know what the purpose of life, most of the people, then you're just in a very big community of billions of people who don't know the purpose of their life. Now, go into your heart and then ask your heart what is the purpose of your life. But in order to go to your heart and get the correct answer, you have to remove the thoughts and remove the memories. Yeah? And this you can do with the meditation of Buddha or with the meditation of Anapanasati. Yeah? And then when you see that the mind gets really calm, and there's hardly any thought, and there's hardly any memories coming in, then ask the question. Yeah? But don't accept the answers that instantly come up through thoughts. Yeah? Accept only the answer that comes through knowing. Yeah? And the knowingness is very subtle, very subtle. Yeah? I mean, normally our thoughts and memories, overpower that, yeah? It's just like, you're sitting in your car and have your radio on and you don't hear the birds outside. But when you turn off the radio, you suddenly hear the birds, yeah, outside, yeah? Yeah. That is the knowingness of the heart. Yeah? So that is the only way how to find out your mission, yeah? Okay, any other questions? Yeah, I mean, Ludovic was first, yeah?
You said that we can fight bad kilesas with good kilesas.
Of course.
In my conception, kilesas are always bad.
No. I just explained you, yeah? I mean, if you want to do something good, yeah? If you want to help another person, it's a kilesa. So, if you don't want to help another person, if you see a person suffering and say, oh, that's your own karma, and you pass by, yeah? That's also the kilesas, yeah? So you can change these kilesas into say, okay, let me help you, yeah? So you make them good kilesas, yeah? Until they don't come up in it. Yeah? I said the will, even the will, to attain to arahantship, is avijja, is the power of avijja, yeah? Because avijja is the will, yeah? If there is no more avijja, there is no more will, yeah? So we have to use the kilesas, to get to the stages, yeah? Understand? Yeah? Try it out, I mean, if I give everything that I have, to other people, yeah? I mean, this kind of sharing, I mean, it's good kilesas, yeah? That bring us, normally good kilesas bring us up to the heaven, bad kilesas, lead us to hell, yeah? Okay? So,
you mentioned that the part of the body is ugly is truth, right?
What?
Body is ugly. You said that this is true, but it's not like ultimate truth, right? Because we just want to develop this perspective because we want to get rid of attachment to the body, right? But it's not like ultimate because we in the same way we can develop the opposite.
You are correct when you look. Once you pass the body, then you look at the body and it is just the body. It's neither ugly, it's not beautiful, yeah? But within the body resides greed and hatred, yeah? Resides ugliness and beauty, yeah? So we are drawn in by beauty and we are repulsed by, ugliness. So when you listen, sometimes I say, the scale, yeah? All our life we run for the beautiful things, yeah? And look away from the ugly things. Yeah? Now within our practice we look at the ugly things, yeah? Yeah? And see them. Yeah? I mean, when you look at the body, when you take off your skin, how do you feel? You find it disgusting.
Yeah, but
I said in the end, but it doesn't help you now. Because it will cover. If you have this view, it will cover up the truth that you believe in now. Yeah? You believe in now, okay, if you believe in, the body is neutral, there's no sense of investigating the body because, it is neither beautiful nor ugly, but all your kilesas, all your greed and hate are based on this inner view of the body. And that's what we have to bring up. Yeah? We have to bring up the inner view, the resentments, that come up, when we see something. When you see an ugly person, how do you react? Yeah? Yeah? When you see a beautiful person, how do you react? Yeah? You automatically react. Yeah? Because you're drawn to a beautiful person, and you're repulsed. An ugly person repulses you. Yeah? And this is something that we have to investigate. That's why we bring it up. Yeah? Everything that we swept under carpet, now we open the carpet and look at it, yeah? Or we open our skin and look at it, yeah? Of course, in the end, you're true, it is neither ugly nor beautiful, yeah? But that is a long way. We have to use this, yeah? We have to balance the scale, yeah? We have to balance the scale of greed and hate, yeah? And greed, is with the beautiful and hate is with the ugly, yeah? So, because all our life we're running after the beautiful, and this not looking at the ugly. Now we have to look at the ugly, yeah, until it becomes, predominant in our life, yeah, and then, yeah, only in the end, when we see what brings up the greed and what brings up the hate. Because when you look at something ugly, there's resentment coming up or hate coming up, yeah, and then we look at this hate, yeah, and we want to learn how to deal with this hate, yeah? So that it doesn't consume us. That's why we bring up, yeah. We know, when we look at ugly things, or distasteful things, this hate comes up, or this resentment comes up, or this, whatever comes up, this feeling comes up, and we want to deal with it, so that we don't fall for it, yeah. And then the same thing we do with the beautiful things, yeah. We don't want to fall for the beautiful things, yeah. That's why we have to learn, in the beginning we just do this, yeah. In the end, towards the end of the investigation of the body, we have to, yeah, we learn how these beautiful things arise through thoughts and memories, yeah, or through pictures, yeah. There's our memories, yeah. And then we latch onto it, and then the moment this beautiful arises within our sense, yeah. Lust comes up, or greed comes up. We want it, and then we destroy it. We turn it into something ugly, and then instantly, this hate comes up, yeah. And then we do that and do this and do this, and we switch forth and back, until we understand, the principle of it. And once we understand the principle, we can pass through greed and hate.
Yeah, but it doesn't have anything to do with the body.
What?
It doesn't have anything to do with the body then, because we work with.
But if you say things like that, yeah, you will never get there. Everything that is connected with greed and hate is connected with the body.
Why?
You want food? connected with the body. You want to see something beautiful, connected with the body. You want to hear something nice, connected with the body.
But I can contemplate about my things just thinking about it.
Yeah, but that is thinking, it is not the heart.
Yeah, but it doesn't connect to the body. Right?
What?
It doesn't connect to the body.
Yeah, what you're thinking about is body. Form. Think about of rupa is form and body. Yeah?
But
Memories. Look at your memories. Connected to the body. Connected to rupa, to form. Everything is connected, yeah? If you want to think about, traveling, it's connected to form, yeah? Or doing this, it's connected to form. Yeah? It's all concerned about the body, yeah? I mean, creating a house, it doesn't seem to be connected, but you want to live in this house, so you create it for your comfort. Or you create a car, or a spaceship, or whatever. It's always connected to the body. You understand?
because before that I thought that the real purpose of contemplating body is ugliness is to get rid of like sexual lust and just attachment to the body.
Yes.
But
yes, that is
but
the.
when we have insight, when we contemplate, we have insights that it's based on kilesas.
Yeah.
Because we see that body is ugly, but the fact that body is ugly, it's also based on kilesa, because it's repulsion. It's not.
I think I don't understand.
The wisdom when
Yeah.
we get from contemplation
Yeah.
is not real wisdom, because it's based on repulsion.
Of course, it is real wisdom.
But it's based on repulsion. So it's kilesas.
It is the wisdom that cuts the kilesas. I mean, the wisdom that you have now is, it's a wisdom that this body, is not connected to the kilesa somehow, or the body is not ugly, it is neither ugly nor beautiful, So why do you crave for this body? Why do you crave for the health of this body? Why do you afraid of dying, It is also connected with the body, So this wisdom, this truth that you have right now, we have to destroy with the wisdom, that can eliminate this fake truth, and that's why we do it. Okay. So any more questions? เข้าใจบ้างไหมครูพรเข้าใจบ้างไหม
เข้าใจค่ะ
Okay, then let's finish. Yeah, if there are no more questions. Use the time wisely. Yeah. Indy.
ไม่มีจอดนะ
No. Use the time wisely. ใช้เวลาเป็นประโยชน์ William the same, huh? Where is he? Yeah. Okay, so it's again an hour. I'm just standing like.
Still young, only 65. Tomorrow 62. Yeah, tomorrow I'm old.
Today I'm still young. What kind of thinking is that? Yeah, I mean that's the thinking of the world. Where's my last question?